I am going I'm going to Spain. I'm going to Spain. I leave in a couple of hours. I'm going to Spain. I'm gonna be on the other side of the world in less than 20, well, I mean, yeah, in 24 hours, yeah. Today is June 29th. Somebody's calling me. Anyways, so yeah, today is June 29th, 2021. It's a Tuesday. And I'm gonna go to Spain for 2 weeks. The first week I'm gonna be in Madrid, and the second week I'm gonna be in Barcelona. I have my stuff packed already. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go with some friends from college. My plane leaves at 2:25 in the afternoon. So, where are we right now?
In fucking New Jersey.
We're staying here for 24 hours. So we got on our flight to what was it? Charlotte to Newark, which is in New Jersey, right? Okay, so Charlotte to New Jersey. We got there and we had trouble finding our luggage. So then we got our luggage and we asked like 2 people who worked there, and none of them wanted to help us, right? So then we asked this guy and he helped us, and so we waited in line for like 40 minutes to an hour. Yes. So then we asked this man to help us, and he takes like 10 minutes to look for our flight, Charlotte to Madrid, no, to New Jersey to Madrid. And then he comes back and tells us that
they don't have a flight. As
like,
he's holding my phone that says we have a flight
at 7:30 that leaves today, and he's like, no, we don't have a flight that leaves to Madrid. And we're like, so what do we do? And he's like, well, let me see what I can do. He's like, well, I can give y'all a flight to Madrid tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, what time? And he was like, well, 6. Well, okay, first I was like, well, how much more is it? And he's like, it's free, like, but we will give you that option to get that flight, which is tomorrow. And so then I'm like, okay. So then he gives us the what's it called?
Itinerary.
Yeah. And then we're like, okay, so what time do we have to be here tomorrow? And he's like, 6:40 in the morning?
PM.
No, in the afternoon.
So 24 hours from the moment he handed us the ticket, we get on the flight, not to go to Madrid, but to go to Brussels.
Brussels first.
And then to Madrid, which is totally fine as long as I'm in Europe. But I was like, so where do we sleep? And he says, I don't know.
So then we're like, okay, well, on the bright side, we're still going to Madrid, even though it's gonna take another 24 hours, because our flight to Brussels leaves at 6:40, but we get to Brussels and then we get to Madrid before noon.
The following day, in their time, but it'll be like, it'll be 6 a.m. here. Yeah.
So then we're like, okay, well, we have 2 options. We get an Airbnb or
sleep in the airport.
Yeah, we found a place. We're here right now.
We're in a house of someone who is in here right now, and we're just in a bedroom, and it's super sketchy and it's super scary,
and we're hungry, but we don't want to go out.
The air conditioner really doesn't work.
I know, it's hot in here, but it's okay because I got my pepper spray with me, so we're safe. So what we're doing, so we will feel safer, is we're gonna put our suitcases on the door and this table on the door, so that way when we sleep we'll be safe. We just want to be safe. Better safe than sorry. So we got Postmates. She just received our food. Yeah, this is where we're staying at. I mean, it's alright. You know, we could have been on our way to Madrid right now.
Like, literally everything happens for a reason. So if we would have gotten on a flight today, something might have happened.
Exactly. Our plane leaves at 6:40, and it's 7 hours long, and then we get to Brussels, which is where? Germany. And then we get on another flight, which is 2 hours long, and then we'll be in Madrid. It's 12:30. We're ready to go. We tried calling the airlines, but apparently
we just paid $1,000 some for nothing. Like, we were kind of lucky that they gave us the ticket.
Exactly. So we called United Airlines. They sent us to Lufthansa. I don't know how to say it.
Which was like, oh, you didn't book with us, but I have emails directly from them.
They sent us through the website that we booked them, and they were like, well, you have to contact United Airlines. And we're like, okay, well, we contacted United Airlines, and then we contacted the other airline, and they told us to go back to United Airlines. So I was like, okay, whatever. You know what? It's whatever. It's hot. Dang, I look tired. 5:21. We board in 30 minutes, and we've been here since what, 1:30? We're on the plane. Oh my god. From stress, we're in Spain now.
What time is it at home?
It's 3:39. We're waiting for our plane to go to Barcelona. We put this makeup on 24 hours and I got a pimple. We're so dehydrated and we got Starbucks and like, it's like burning my throat. Chloe's already at the Airbnb. She's waiting for us. Some people are really mean. We're finally in Barcelona. We're waiting for our bags. And then we're gonna go to the Airbnb.
O de personas con movilidad reducida.
Making a YouTube video.
Vlog.
This is Chloe.
Hey.
How do you like Spain so far?
For now it's fine. Like we got the translator official, so
Yeah, we're gonna go to the beach tomorrow.
yay.
And then we might get a tattoo.
I hope so.
But yeah, we're at our room and baby's taking a shower. And we're just chilling.
Drinking tea.
Well, I'm gonna drink tea, but okay, bye. beach break. We came to this acai place. It's so pretty. Can I get a crepe? Or really good. How do you say it?
Crepe.
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 I call it a crepe.
I look so tan. This is my outfit. I'll vlog today because I haven't vlogged for like the past 2 days. Where are we gonna go, Chloe?
To the Park Güell.
Okay, so we have to walk all the way up there. So it looks. Well, today is Monday. Chloe's last day is tomorrow. Are you sad, Chloe? She's going back to France. She's gonna cry. But we're not. Well, yeah, we are. I want to go to France next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of croissants.
Me and Bailey stay another week here in Barcelona.
Bailey,
we were gonna go 1 week to Madrid and 1 week to Barcelona, but we decided to go to Barcelona. Let me see. Let me see. So we were up there, but we wanted to look down there.
Hola, tengo una pregunta. ¿Cómo podemos llegar por aquí?
¿Para aquí?
Ajá.
Por aquí. Pues tenéis que bajar todo esto para abajo
Ajá.
y llegaréis aquí a la puerta principal y ya veréis las escaleras para
Ok, gracias.
It's Chloe's last day today. I know, we're getting tattoos today, so.
So which one?
How do you say it in French?
Salut.
I thought it's bonjour.
Bonjour is like hello.
Ah.
No. What?
You gonna help me tell this story?
I got my ass beat and that's all there is to it.
Okay, so it is, what day is it? July 10th. It's Friday and we leave Tuesday. We're ready to go. We changed Airbnbs. The last time I vlogged, we were getting our tattoos done. Hopefully by the time I post this, my mom knows. This is the tattoo. It's my mom's name in Arabic. And then I have another one. Bailey and Chloe got a matching tattoo. Okay, what did we do after? We went to go get the tattoo and then we went grocery shopping, right? Because I haven't vlogged for what, like 2-3 days. So
yeah, grocery shopping,
yeah. So we went grocery shopping. And then we went back to the other Airbnb and then we changed, well, we like basically refreshed ourselves because we were gonna go, we went to the club. Technically it was Chloe's last night. No, it was Chloe's last night.
Yeah, but we weren't gonna go to the club. We were just gonna go get a couple of drinks because she had to get up early, so we were just gonna get a couple of drinks and be back in the Airbnb by 1 o'clock.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so we weren't gonna go to the club. I thought we did go to the, no.
Not the night that we got beat up.
Oh yeah, we did go to the club before that. We went for some drinks. We met up with some French friends that we made here, and they were gonna go to the beach and they asked us if we wanted to come. Since Chloe wanted to be back at the Airbnb before 1 in the morning, we were like, no, like we have to go back. So we walked them like halfway and then they went their own way and we were like going back to the Airbnb. And so and then we were walking back to the Airbnb and I looked at Chloe because I was like kind of paranoid. I had a feeling that something was gonna happen. So then I look at Chloe and I'm like, hey Chloe, like can you take the keys out so we don't have to wait out, like, you know, stand out there and wait, because I was already like scared because the first day here they tried to get Bailey's phone, but luckily they didn't. Chloe was like, no, it's fine, like it'll take like 2 seconds to get them out. So in my head I'm like, okay. So then not even like a minute later she looks down and at this point I wasn't even paying attention to what she was doing, and we were all like just like walking down the street talking, having fun. Bailey had a couple of drinks, so she was like, you know, we were just like having fun, like laughing. So then she looks down and starts getting the keys out of her bag, and then out of nowhere 2 guys just like passed by us and running and like took Chloe's phone. I didn't even know that it was her. From 1 second to another, Chloe was like running down the street yelling, like screaming, like hey, like no, like, and then I look and I see that it's her running, and then Bailey is like running behind her, and then I see them running down, and at that point they're like almost at the end of the street. So I'm like, if I go, I'm either gonna get lost, get hurt.
Like, nobody
or something.
said anything. Chloe didn't tell us to come with her. Like, we just took off.
Yeah, like Bailey just started running. But as soon as Chloe was like, no, Bailey, I saw that Bailey was like, stop. And then she started running. And I just stood there because I didn't know. I was just like in shock. So then I'm like, okay, I just need to stay here, but I don't want to stay here alone. So people who were in that street where we were at were like stopping and like asking me like, oh, what happened, like what's going on? And I was like, they took my friend's phone. So this guy, he was walking and he was like, oh, like what phone is it? And I was like, oh, it's an iPhone. He was like, oh dang. So he keeps walking, but then I'm like, okay, if I go behind Bailey and Chloe, I don't even know where they're at this point. They're like somewhere else in Spain. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just stay here, but I don't want to stay alone. So I looked back and the guy was still there, and I called him and I was like, hey, like, could you stay with me until they get back, because I don't want to be alone? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. So he stays with me, and like we just start making conversation. But like in my head I'm like, oh my god, like she's not getting her phone back. Like Chloe is not getting her phone back, and like had no idea where Bailey was. So then Chloe starts calling me, and I'm like, it can't be the guys that took her phone. So I answered, and it was her, and she was like, yeah, I got my phone. And I was like, okay. She was like, but I don't know where Bailey is at. And I was like, oh my god. For like a good 20 minutes we were all in different parts of Barcelona, alone, no idea where either of us was. Chloe calls me again, and then she's like, oh, like Bailey needs to go to the hospital, like her head is open, like she needs help. And I'm like, oh my god. And then Bailey starts calling me at the same time that Chloe starts calling me. So they're both calling me on my phone at the same time, and I don't know what to do. Like I couldn't answer any of them. Bailey texts me and she's like, the location is, and she sends me a location. So in my head I'm like, this is not how Bailey types. So it's either like she got kidnapped and they're using her phone to text me, or like something happened, or like somebody took her phone, because I was like, I didn't know what to do. Chloe called me, and then she's like, okay, like I'm in front of the apartment. So I go back to the apartment, and Chloe is with two guys, two French guys. Of course I couldn't understand what they were saying, and they couldn't understand me. Chloe was like, yeah, like we have to go find Bailey, and I had the location, so we were on our way. So the two boys that Chloe was with were actually the boys that stopped the guys with Chloe's phone. She got her phone back, obviously, and then we were on our way to go see where Bailey was. It was like more than a 30-minute walk. By this time it was over 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like, what,
we were pushing 2? We didn't get to the room until like 3.
Yeah, it was, keep in mind, we all had a plan that we were gonna go to sleep before 1, because Chloe was leaving in the morning to go back to France. We go where Bailey is at, and she's with like 4 policemen. She's with like 4 policemen there, all of them like from Spain, so obviously she can't understand them. They're all speaking Spanish. And Bailey, I look at Bailey, she has like mascara running down her face, and then like couldn't
Chloe
speak.
Just like ran up to me and was like bawling her eyes
Chloe
out.
just ran up to her and started crying. I was like, oh my god.
Why was Bailey crying? Because Bailey got knocked out.
Oh yeah. So apparently Chloe had gotten her phone back, but Bailey, instead of stopping, she continued to chase the guys. She had a guy helping her, so they were running, and she was running barefoot with Birks in her hands. She said that she basically threw herself to the ground and grabbed the guy that took Chloe's phone, or his friend? His friend. They were like fighting.
And then his little buddy came up and just kicked me in my mouth and knocked me out.
Yeah.
The other guy grabs the pole, starts hitting the guy with the pole, but then they got away, so we hopped in some random people's car. They drove us, because they seen where the robbers went, they drove us down like an alley, and we almost like hit the robbers, but we didn't because there was a dumpster in the way. So we had to jump out of the car and then chase them again. And
basically we ended up behind a police car, and they took us back to the Airbnb, and they told Bailey that that was the worst place to stay at in Barcelona. The next day, Chloe just, like, we didn't go to sleep till like 3 or 4. Like, we did not believe that that had happened. Then that was, when did Chloe leave? Wait, was it yesterday? 2 days ago. That's when we moved Airbnb, so we're at the new Airbnb now. Then yesterday we spent all day at the beach. Today we went to a boat party. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the beach the whole day. But I mean, no risk, no story. Sunday probably beach again, and then Monday we have to leave to go to Madrid because Tuesday our flight leaves at 7:30 in the morning. We're finally going home. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I miss my mom. Also, I haven't told my mom about what happened to us, so let's see how that goes. She doesn't know about the tattoos neither.
Oh God.
We're finally leaving. Finally going home.
Thank God.